In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious, my dear students, peace, mercy, and blessing be upon you. It's my pleasure to be with you again, my dear students in grade 12, in Unit 5, Step 6, in your workbook. So please, prepare your workbook and pay me your attention. It's a very important lesson. Let's start. Let me revise with you verb plus prepositions. Some verbs are usually followed by prepositions before the object of the verb. These are called dependent prepositions. And they are followed by a noun or adjective. Like what? Like these, differ, read, listen. We have differ from, wait for, believe for, prepare for, pay for, listen to, belong to, lead to. Approve of, disapprove of, accuse of, consist of. Spend on, believe on, congratulate on, depend on, succeeded in, arrive in, translate in, or into. Please open your workbook, page 34. The first exercise to us is complete these conversations with one of these color adjectives. You need to use one word twice. Let's start by number 1. Now pay attention, we have to use pink, blue, black, red colors and meanings. How was your meeting with the director? I bet you didn't like him. Actually, I did. In fact, he is not as black. You painted him. How the news this morning? No, I only listened to the news once in blue moon. What happened? The government is building a new airport. I just will to total stranger thinking he was home. Really? What did you do then? I simply apologized to the man. I went as red as a beetroot. How is your grandmother? Has she recovered? Yes, she has. In fact, she is in pain. It's like she's never been in hospital before. How is my son doing in math? Mr. Ahmed, to be honest, I always explain the lesson until I am below in face, but Fahd never listens. Let's turn to exercise 2. The internet has enabled us to communicate with people around the world. We want to use here reach out. Yeah. The internet has enabled us to reach out to people all around the world. Let's turn to using come up. The environmentalists are working hard to find new ways of saving energy. Yeah, the environmentalists are working hard to come up with new ways of saving energy. If this project does not work, we will just have to use all original plan. We want to use full backup. If this project does not work, we will just have to fall back on our original plan. My journey to work gets worse. Every day, I do not think I can stand it much longer. My journey to work gets worse. Every day, I do not think I can put up with it for much longer. It's almost impossible for people to learn about all the new development in computer technology. It's almost impossible for people to keep up with all the new development in computer technology. I thought that working from home was a good idea, but I'm meeting all kinds of practical problems come up against. I thought that working from home was a good idea, but I'm coming up against all kinds of practical problems. Revision about using wish. Let's start by the first one. You waste too much paper. Stop wasting paper. I wish you would stop wasting them. Notice here we use word plus infinitive. My sister spent too long talking on the phone. I wish she didn't spend so long talking on the phone. So we use wish plus past simple. I'm very shy about speaking in public. If I use I wish I wasn't so shy about speaking in public. We use wish plus past simple. She wasted too much time on computer games. She wishes she hadn't wasted so much time on computer games. Newspapers and magazine contains too many adverts. I wish newspapers and magazine did not contain so many adverts. I was paying attention in class and now I cannot do my homework. I wish I had listened to my teacher. So notice here we use wish plus would plus infinitive if we make criticism or complain about a thing. We use wish plus past simple and past perfect to express regret. Page 35. Choose the correct answer. Circle the correct word to complete the following sentence. Let's start by number one. Our neighbors, their household waste in a car in the backyard. Yes, and correct. The space has promised to bring in new legislation to fight this problem. Administration, yes. You need space. Fast food, it's not good for your health. You need to cut down on exercise 5. When to use as, effectively, passive, endless. Let's start. Hussein and Ahmed are equally good at math. We use as. Hussein is as good at math as Ahmed. Fad spends his free time in more effective way than I do. How can we use effectively? Fad spends his free time more effectively than I do. Our teacher has given us a lot of homework lately. How can we make passive? Yes, we start with the object plus has been plus a past participle because the sentence is in the past perfect. A lot of homework has been given to us by our teacher lately. Our old book was not as interesting as our new one. So we can use less in this way. Our old book was less interesting than our new one. Choose the correct answer. Yes. Anna arrived in England from Poland 7 years ago. Since then, she has worked as a bus driver. She has been back to Poland several times to see her family, but she has never wanted. When she first arrived in Britain, she didn't imagine she would settle there. For first year, she suffered from cultural shock and wanted to go home, but She quickly learned the language and made new friends, and now she feels at home there. Question number 7. How do you find your new house? A new house, sorry. How do you find your new house? Well, we have come up against many problems since the day we came here. Really, like what? We have been without water for 5 days and no one knows why. What are you doing in this club? Don't you know I have taken up tennis? Oh, and what about your studies? Are you able to manage your time effectively? To tell you the truth, I haven't been keeping up with. I have come up with a great idea for my new project. Good. Have you been working on it recently? Of course I have. In fact, I will be ready to present it by the next week. That's all we have today, my dear students. Please return to your workbook again and complete the pages. And don't forget to revise the previous lesson again. That's all we have today, my dear students. Thank you for your attendance, for your listening, and see you again. Goodbye.